Oh my god. This is Quizine in Mauritius. Hello guys, and welcome to Quizine TV, where we quiz the cuisine. This is Quizine in Mauritius, the incredible tropical island of Mauritius. And I mean, I hesitate to use the term discovered, but they say it was the Arabs and the Malays that discovered Mauritius for the first time. It would have been on their trading routes as they sailed the seven seas to export goods and make money as traders, but also to spread Islam. But then after that, you had a swathe of different imperial powers coming to sort of lay their hands into the rich and bountiful land that is Mauritius. You had the Portuguese coming, you had the French coming, you had the Dutch coming, and of course you had the Brits coming along. And throughout that period, as the imperial masters came here, they moved slaves and indentured contract workers from across the world here. As a consequence, you've got so many different ethnic backgrounds that have amalgamated here to create the peaceful, harmonious land that Mauritius now is. You have Chinese people, people from the Indian subcontinent, and of course you've got the European settlers, including the French and those from, they call them Creole French. As a consequence, look around you. Everywhere you look, you just see incredible beaches and beautiful, beautiful landscapes. It's incredible, and the food here, the reason why I'm so excited to be here is an indication of that rich, vibrant history, and it's the definition of a melting pot. So we're going to take you around, all around the country, and hopefully show you some of the best spicy, delicious, sweet flavors that this rich island has to offer. This is Quizine in Mauritius. Alright guys, words cannot express how excited I am now, because we are going to try something outrageous. Possibly one of the most famous foods on social media and on TikTok right now, Birria Tacos. We're going to try here in Mauritius. Here they are. Look at that. So this is a mix of beef and chicken cooked with cheese and some onions, and it's inside obviously that taco shell, and it's sprayed with that lovely birria sauce, birria oil. Now the reason why this is super special is because this is birria tacos the Mauritius way. Very, very few shops that actually have birria tacos here. Apparently it's a bit of a craze that's taken over Mauritius. This is different because the spices that they use here are different, a little bit different from the Mexican original tacos that you have, and you can smell that already. A lot of the popular spices across Mauritius are the garlics, the turmerics, the cumins, and you can smell all of that here. So less of the taco seasoning, more of that South Asian that we know flavors here. That's how you do it the Mauritius way. And we got a little bit of lemon here, so let's squeeze some of that all over. Oh yeah, this is going to be unbelievable. We got to dip each birria taco in this lovely birria taco sauce. Look at that. Oh, that looks unbelievable. So this goes in here as is customary with the birria tacos, and here goes nothing. Oh my god. Woo! Spicy, stringy cheese, absolutely delicious. And you know, when they say this is Mauritian style tacos, they were not joking. The flavors here are super, super curry like. It tastes almost like a curry, but in the birria taco form with the crunchy shell and the cheese. That sauce is delicious, it's addictive. I'm telling you, Mauritius tacos, they might be giving the original birria tacos a run for their money. Oh my god, unbelievable. Right now, that absolute bursting in your mouth flavoursome meal has come to an end. There's no better way than to wash it down with one of Mauritius's most popular drinks. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pear owner. I've tried this once before in London. It's a fizzy pear drink and it is absolutely delicious. I'm so happy to be here in Mauritius trying it in the homeland because it's not going to taste better anywhere else. Here we go. Oh my god. Possibly what outdoes this experience to any other birria taco experience that I've had in the world is literally this drink. This is so delicious, so refreshing. I personally love the taste of pear. I used to love pear drops, the sweets growing up as well. Having it in the form of a sparkling drink, unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mauritius taco experience is unforgettable. It has been absolutely quintessential to this trip alongside this Pirona. Right guys, the next food dish we're going to try is the crab bouillon. Now again, this is an indication of the French influence here in Mauritius. The French were once upon a time active on the imperialist front, on the colonial front on this island, and you can see that here through the language that some of the people speak here, Creole. It's a sort of almost like a broken French, but the food here also is indicative of that too. So right now we're having a crab bouillon. A bouillon is basically a broth. It's like almost like water that's mixed in with different kinds of meat. It can be meat, chicken. In this case it's crab, and it's almost like a broth, or a soup. It looks very, very delicious, and look, we've got a hefty chunk of crab in there as well. Of course, Mauritius, being the island it is, locked by water on each front, there's so much seafood here, so much delicious fresh seafood, and that's how this crab bouillon was invented. So, enough chit chat, let's go. Oh, that is delicious. Just an absolutely delicious broth. Tastes almost like, you know when you put stock into a soup and it's like wonderfully pungent and meaty. That's what this is like. It's a very strong, salty fish stew, and it's peppered with loads of different sort of green onions and coriander. Very, very delicious. Now let's get a bit of the crab. That crab flesh. Here we go. It's not. Whoops! I've made a bit of a mess. Look, show my tongue. I've made a little bit of a mess. Whoopsie! It's worth it though. Oh, that is delicious. That's wonderful. It's fleshy, similar to prawn. Totally, totally delicious. Bit of a mission getting through that crab. I've had a bit of an accident trying to get there, but worth it. Absolutely delicious. Right guys, I am super, super excited for the next one. We've been looking all over for this. Obviously, we've spoken repeatedly about the incredible history of this island, Mauritius, and a big part of that history is indentured workers from the Indian subcontinent who've been coming here since the 18th century, brought in by some of the colonial powers. And because of that, some of the classic foods that we'd associate with the Indian subcontinent, you can find here on the island of Mauritius too, albeit with the slight Mauritius twang. Now, we've come to Grand Bay, which is in the north of Mauritius. It's one of the most popular tourist destinations, and we have found the incredible Haleem. Now, you guys know about Haleem. It's a stew made from wheat. It originates possibly during Mughal times. There's something called haris in the Middle East, which is something similar. Some people say it may have originated from the haris and been developed into the Haleem with the introduction of lentils, but now we're coming to Mauritius and having a completely different style of Haleem. And they call it Alim here in some places, Alim without the H. That's the Creole, the Mauritius language take on things. But enough chit chat. The Haleem is made fresh here. We've got a lamb one, and it's topped off with a little bit of vinegar and some chili sauce. Just look at how glorious that looks. Let's go. You get a little bit of this real puffy, almost like tiger loaf bread we have in the UK, Dip it in there, Ran. Oh my god. Just from one taste, it's understandable why that place is totally rammed and there's so many people there fighting to get the halim, because that is delicious. Immediate explosion of flavors on your tongue. There's so many spices in that. Bits of wheat and lamb. Let's have a big spoon. Oh my god. That's actually the perfect consistency, perfect level of spice. Absolutely amazing. I guess the slight Mauritius take on things is that the wheat is a bit thicker. They probably use locally sourced wheat, so it's a bit thicker. And the spices are slightly different than what you'd have in the Indian subcontinent. Ladies and gentlemen, halim with a view like this in the background, I don't think it can get any better. This is unbelievable. Right guys, we have been searching all over the island of Mauritius to find this thing, a mini pineapple. It's a street food snack that they absolutely adore here. When I was doing our research before we came here, I saw this is one of the typical kind of street food snacks that you've got to try. Pineapple is one thing they grow in abundance, but what's different here is that they're a little bit smaller. Again, this is quite similar to the Bangladeshi style of things. You've got salt and chili powder, and you sprinkle a little bit of that all over the pineapple, like so. And that's quite a common thing across the Indian subcontinent that we do. It's just so cute and small. Tamarind as well?
Yes.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it, my friend. Oh, look, sticky tamarind sauce. Beautiful.
Very good, very sweet.
Thank you very much. It's almost like a caramel sauce, but it's tamarind. And then you got the salt and the chili. Let's go.
Nice.
Oh my god. That's unbelievable. The tamarind is proper sticky and gooey. Texture is similar to caramel, but it's a bit more tangy. It's absolutely delicious, and that pineapple is as fresh and as juicy as it gets. The masala and the salt, a little bit of punch to it. It's unbelievable. Super natural. I can see the ants running around as I chew. It is delicious. This bit here is super prickly. Unlike the pineapples we have at home, you can see here this is a different breed and it's actually quite sharp here. Probably keeps away those pests. But honestly, I'm so happy we came across this and we finally managed to find it. This is so delicious. This is the taste of Mauritius. You've got to indulge in this when you come here. Honestly,
Good.
one of the best things I've ever had. It's so small and cute. Alright guys, turns out we're not the only ones enjoying the pineapple and all the fruit here. There is also a monkey that's doing the same thing. Look at him. He's been mauling a pineapple. I mean, there could be a little bit of action here. I think he might try and attack the stall. Hello, buddy. Last one. Pineapple again with the salt and the chili powder, plus a red chili sauce and a green chili sauce. Here goes. Spice. Spice is a key thing here.
Mangio fine de mie sta buono.
Oh my god. That is spice overload. Green chili and red chili have just gone shot up to my brain. Then you got that wonderful juicy pineapple. It's very, very delicious. Super spicy. For some reason, pineapple, I think because it's highly acidic, just absorbs tang, chili, and strong flavors quite well. It just works really well. It makes it even sweeter and juicier. This is delicious. I love you, Mauritius.